Hello pen testers, this is Puneet from Rapid Safeguard back again with another video, and in this video we are going to talk about Apache Tomcat vulnerability. Before we start our video, I would like to introduce our platform called Vuln Machines. This platform is for people who are willing to learn about cybersecurity, and in this platform I have integrated the SQL injection lab, XSS lab, HTTP request smuggling labs and many other labs related to CV and real-time pen testing. So check out this platform and share your feedback. Now our first point is what is Apache Tomcat. So Apache Tomcat is a web application server to execute the servlet and JSP applications, and the vulnerability is in a persistent manager. So just giving a few words about the persistent manager. So Tomcat uses the word manager to describe the component that does the session management, and the session are used to preserve the state between a client and server, and there are multiple decisions to made by how to do that. So for example, where the session information is stored, it is in whether it is in RAM or it is in on a hard disk, in which form of the session is stored, it is in JSON format, serialization object or any other format. How are the session IDs generated, which session attribute do we use to preserve the session. This all the data managed by the session management. So Tomcat provide the two implementations to session management. So first is a standard manager and the second is a persistent manager. The first standard manager will keep the session in the memory or it is in a RAM. If the Tomcat is gracefully closed, it will be stored the session in the in a serialization object and in the hard disk with the name session.ser format. The persistent manager does the same thing, but here the little extra is they swapping out the ideal session. Let's say if the session is as a ideal for 10 seconds, just giving the random example, and for the 10 seconds it will be swap out to the disk or to the hard disk, and this is the way to reduce the memory usage. So the developer can specify where and how he wants to swap out the session and store the session using two methods. First is a file store and second is a JDBC store. So this is the configuration file, and when there is no manager tag is written in context.xml or in the configuration, by default Tomcat will run with the standard manager. And for the persistent manager, administrator has to configure this configuration in a configuration file, and here we have used the file store method to store the session. So this is the attack steps, how we can perform this attack, and I will explain you all these attack steps while doing practical, so you will get the better understanding. Now let's move on to the lab section, and I have created this lab on Vuln Machines, and this lab is for premium users. And if you are interested to interact and practice with the real-time pen testing labs, then contact us. The contact details are provided in Vuln Machines website and as well as in description section. So let's move on to the practical, and I will explain you all these details. Okay, interception on. Capture this request, send to repeater. Okay, and here the JSession ID, and when the Tomcat receive HTTP request with the JSession cookie, it will ask to manager to check if the session is already exist or not, because the attacker can control the value of JSession and send this request. So don't worry, I will show you the practical and the explanation, so you will get the better understanding for this attack. So when we send this request, the Tomcat request to manager to check if the session with the session ID. Second, the manager will check first the session in a RAM section or in a memory. Third, If it is not in RAM, then it will check in the hard disk, because manager is running the persistent manager, so that is why it will check in the disk. Fourth is it will check the location directory plus session id dot session, as I mentioned in the configuration. Fifth, if the file is exist, and it will deserialize it and parse the session information from it. So this is the theory. Let's move on to the practical and how it's work. So as I mentioned earlier, we are going to control this JSession ID and passing this payload on the JSession ID cookie. And here user, local, Tomcat and Groovy, and just interception on, off, just passing this payload. Here there is no file RCE. It will create a RCE file over here and send the stack trace error 500. Okay, and let's check. So RCE file is created over here, and we can use this command using CURL. So CURL, passing the URL http my local with the port, local IP with the port /index.jsp -h for cookies, and the same payload we are going to apply. So copy, Control V. Let's remove this RC file. Okay, ls, and send it again. So stack trace error, check it, RC file is created. So you can use this vulnerability or file a remote code execution vulnerability. So this lab is already available on world machines, and for the premium user, if you are interested to buy premium user access, then contact us. The contact details are provided in description. So thank you guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you like this video. If you like, then share with your infosec friends. Thank you guys, thanks for watching.